Well, good afternoon, evening now, right? Let's see. I have done lots of readings today. I figured today was a good day to do the rainy day Kipper reading, okay? Yes, there are some things in my world that are going on. Let's breathe first. All right. Welcome to this general collective reading for everybody. I have finished the weekly readings and now I am going to do another one of those Kipper Spicy readings. Yes, I am. I don't know if it's picking up on the previous story or if it's a new story, so if you're watching, hopefully you're keeping track. But we start this reading with number 13, The Wealthy Man. Yes, we do. He is the wealthy man. Let's see, what else does Kipper want us to know today? Okay. Oh boy, two more. Oh, well, we got a wealthy man and we have a mature man. Now that could be two different people or the same person. I don't know, but we're going to put them side by side because we, again, like we did in the last time, we have the coffin. All right, we're going to put the coffin separately. Yes. So we have the wealthy man, the mature man, and we have a coffin. Okay. Let's keep going. Let's see what else this spicy reading has for us. I have the owl deck here for tarot to follow up with the energy oracles, and I have the angels and ancestors if I feel the need there. And the talisman oracle as well, which I really like. It's always great to get those to collaborate the reading. All right. Universe. Oh, well, we have somebody who in high honor. Well, I shouldn't say a person. We have high honor. And then I'll start the fourth column next to I wish I had another camera so you could see the cards too, but I have the wealthy man, the mature man, the coffin, and the high honor card. All in their own columns. So now we will build on that story. Like I said, the wealthy man and the mature man can absolutely be the same person. Or two different people. Privileged lady, number 12. Well, if she's privileged, I guess I'll put her under the high honor mark. For now, that could change. Yes, let's see what's going on with this spicy reading universe. What am I here to tell everybody? What should I tell everyone? Oh, still got that false person hanging out. Yeah, we do. I'm not quite sure where to lay him. I think I'll just lay it at the bottom for now of my file pile. We're just going to leave it there and see where the false person falls in. Like I said, as I do the reading and I read my intuition through them, I'll know how to place them better. All right, listen. They want to talk too many times. We now have the main male. We now have Adjudication. All right. And we now have sudden wealth. I'll leave that under the coffin for now, next to the privileged lady. And we now have a message coming in. All right, we're going to put the message, which is number 7, next to number 8, the false person. Okay. Yikes. Adjudication. I want to look that card up. I don't know why. Spirit's telling me to explain that card a little more to you, the person watching. To me, adjudication means we're sitting in a courtroom, right? Judgment, justice, all those kind of things. But it is number 30. Let's look at it from the Lenormand's point of view, huh? Adjudication. This is a neutral to somewhat challenging card. Well, if you're going to a court, we are seeing magistrate on his bench, the anxious couple before him, awaiting his decision. He will make a decision on your matter. It could be in your favor. Oh, it could be, and they left out a word here in this book. It could be in your favor, but it could also be against you. Literally, this card stands for minor government officials, bureaucrats, clerks, school boards, zoning boards, and other types of boards or professional advisors. His decision could result in a fine or a fee, a permit issued or denied, the need to file, serve, or be served documents, or it could be the finalization of a small family matter. He'll explain the process from which comes a sense also of process server, therapist, arbitrator, or negotiator. This card represents someone you go to for the resolution of a disagreement or a problem. It might be a judge, a mediator, lawyer, doctor, or a counselor. Okay? So that gives you a background of what the adjudication card is meaning, okay? Alright, so what are we adjudicating here? I don't know. Courtship. Where the hell did that come from? Courtship. We'll put that under privileged lady for now, because it's under high honor. Privileged lady, I don't know. Courtship, I don't know. We could possibly have 3 men in this reading, so absolutely. One of them which could be the false person, so who the hell knows? That could be why we're adjudication. Right? Somebody lied. That's usually what it means. Somebody lied. And it's the judge's job to find out who and call it out. Could have to do with an occupation. Yeah. I really don't want to go to court over my unemployment battle or my New York State refund, which is ridiculous. But that's not to do with an occupation. So, my unemployment, that could be. I'm sure this has jokingly nothing to do with any of our situations. I feel like this has more to do with bigger things than us little people. Even if it is adjudication, that's a local community thing. I still didn't get the community card, so it could certainly be much bigger than that. But I did put the occupation card down on the bottom because I'm not sure where it stands out now. Okay, so we're adjudicating something to do with an occupation or the false person involved, which again could be the privileged lady in a courtship or 3 different wealthy men. Which gosh will be in the courtship? Could be something that people suspected but didn't know, and it ends up coming out, which ends up becoming a problem at the occupation. Absolutely. Alright, so Kipper, tell me some more. Oh, we got another main female involved. Yep. And I will put that one on the bottom now as well, because I think I want to put courtship sidewise to that situation there. Okay. Alright, I don't know. Hold on, I'll be back. Alright. The next card came out. Family room. Okay. I feel the need to put that under adjudication. And above, for now, false person. Alright. My. Okay, listen. I feel like somebody's not doing something for the right reasons. And I feel like it's a little bigger than all of us little people in the world, okay? And we're not little people, but, you know, we're not politicians. We're not government related. We're not presidents. Well, maybe you are. You could be. I don't know who's on the other side of these. It'd be great to know somebody's watching on the other side of my film to see that somebody's death is coming. And I don't necessarily mean physical body dying, but somebody's death is coming. And with all the men here, I'd say we got the main male, we got the wealthy man, we got the mature man. And you got all three men here. Two could be the same person, okay? You also have a false person here. You have the main female and a privileged lady here, which could be the same person. With a message coming in about a courtship coming in and high honor. I know we're going to have to pull some L's on this one. Yes, my L deck is out and shuffled, and we'll shuffle it again to clarify some of the story. That's right. We start with the Kipper and we clarify as we go. I also have the Gilded Reverie over here, if I wanted to pull a couple of those. It's also a Lenormand type of deck. So, like, the first two cards would mean something, and then the second two cards would mean something. So, I've been studying but not practicing as much as I could. So, we got the wealthy man and the mature man. So, technically, would probably say they were the same person. And then we got the mature man in a coffin, so we got somebody dying. Or somebody going to high honor, which is after that, okay? If we wanted to do it the other way, we got the wealthy man with the main male, right? And then we got the main male with a message. See? And then next to that would be the message and the false person. So somebody's telling stories in a family room, which ends up in adjudication. Somebody gets rich and becomes privileged in a courtship they shouldn't probably be in, because it has to do with their occupation. The drama. I will tell you right now, it is never good to have a relationship with anybody at the same place you work at. Please don't do it. I don't care if you're the little peon or the big peon. Stop fucking around while you're at work. You're working. That's why you ain't getting your job done, because you're worried about what this one's doing or that one's doing or what this one's saying or what that one's... Just do your fucking job, okay? Go home and play. Wherever you want to go after you're off the clock. Stop playing at work. You know how many people lose their jobs because they're having sex on desks? And they fucking forget there's a camera watching them? Hello? Duh. Stupid. Work and play. Separate. You know what? Now that I get on that rampage, that could be exactly what it is. Occupation. Courtship. Don't look good there. Alright. I still don't know where the sudden wealth falls into this. I'm going to pull the sudden wealth down and put occupation up under coffin. We're going to put the main female and the courtship card next to each other under occupation and privileged lady. And I'm going to leave the wealthy man, the main man, and the message of sudden wealth together and move the false person on both the courtship and the main female. Because this is how I feel that one's going. Because in the family room, they're talking about it. And they go into court with the mature man. So, the death of the coffin there could be somebody losing a job. Somebody who's privileged at an occupation. Or somebody who is high-ranking. False person. I'm putting that up a little closer to adjudication and occupation and coffin. So I'm feeling it now. And that message is coming in. And the expectation is not good. Yeah. I don't know if it's a lawsuit or somebody trying to buy somebody off. But it affects the whole community of people. And someone is in bad health. So that coffin might be necessary. Alright, let's see. Always affects the community, doesn't it? That's what people don't understand when they fucking around with people they shouldn't be fucking around with. And I know, I've been there, done that. So I'm not innocent. And I like being alone now. Sorry. I just like being alone. I have friends. I have people I hang out with. I have boy and girl friends. I'm still married to my ex legally. We're friends. We're just good people trying to get along. You know what I mean? Like, I live somewhere. He lives somewhere else. And I don't know what that means for me later on down the road. But right now, it is what it is. I love him. I care about him. I don't want nothing bad to happen to him. Absolutely. But what's happening to him is of his own doing. And sometimes I just can't fix people, you know. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nurse. I'm not a psychologist, although I have some counseling background. I know that you can't help those who don't want the help or don't realize they need it. A lot of good things came from our life, and I am grateful for all of it. But anyways, let's get away from the story of that. I just used that as an example. This is obviously much bigger than just little people who know each other and nobody knows us. Okay? So, poverty. So we don't know, like, if this false person is coming from poverty or, a privileged lady came from poverty, main female. Somebody's getting rich. Why? And poverty, when you're looking at cards like this, it's not about money all the time, okay? Abundance means many different things besides finances. When you're talking about meditating and manifesting for finances, you need to be very specific and not just use the word abundance. Okay. Alright, so I think Kipper is done, but there is an official person. So with that message, I would think that it's a legal message coming in the door. I don't know if it's coming to your door or to the occupation's door or to the community's door. Okay? But it is a big concern on a lot of people's conversations. Okay? Alright, let's pull out these owls over here. Shuffle them up and let's see what the hell we get out of this. And if you all are resonating with any part of this story or anything to do with this story, absolutely, please leave comments. Let me know what's going on. I had a couple people text me but never text me back, so pretty bad health. Occupation. Expectation, community. Official. Person with a message. Adjudication. Family room. So this is definitely something that's being talked about in the bigger picture. Okay? But it affects many of us little people as well. Lay people. I'll call us lay people. People who are not gotten the spotlight on, okay? Like, we're not governors, we're not presidents, we're not, I mean big peoples like that, okay? Corporations, businesses, anything like that. Well, we got the Seven of Wands here, though. So, somebody's willing to fight for their right. Somebody is definitely fighting here. We don't know if it's for the good or the bad. Fighting for their right to party. Alright, now are we talking about a male-female situation? Or is this a business venture gone bad? When we have occupation, it could be both. Did we mix work and pleasure again? I will keep telling you people all of this going forward. Stop fucking people at work. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Queen of Pentacles is here in your earth sign. Somebody who has a brain in her head. I'm going to put her with the men there for a little bit. And under adjudication, she might be the judge. And the Three of Pentacles says it's a team effort. Well, we knew that with occupation and courtship and community. So we knew that it was kind of a team effort. But let's see who's got who's back here with the Seven of Wands. Well, ready to... Oh, come on now. Stop doing that shit. Ready to step up and... I hate when the cards do that. Ace of Wands. Okay, you only get 3 because it dropped like 40 cards out of my hand. Ace of Wands. So fire. Fire, fire. Opportunity. Somebody saw an opportunity there, and they're deciding to fight for that opportunity. Okay. But the law is stepping in. Hierophant is here. That's right. We're going to put that one right over here with adjudication as well and cover up that false person. And then Page of Pentacles. Somebody let it out. Somebody a little bit lower. On the food drain. Let out the secret. To somebody in the community. And the official person popped in and said, now it's time for an investigation. You people needed to be hugging trees, not each other. We're still talking about it in the family room, so that means that even though it's a big thing, it's a big bad thing. Somebody is fighting to prove their innocence. Yeah. And they are being backed up by the universe. They are fighting for their right. With the Ace of Wands, that's their opportunity. They found an opportunity. Somebody spilled it. Some little person in the world spilled the information. I had a different word I was going to use, sorry. Somebody spilled their guts. Maybe because they felt guilty or they felt bad. Which gives that other person the right to fight. Somebody defended them. Unexpectedly. The community is in trouble. The community. The courtship that shouldn't be happening in the community is being discussed in family rooms that we shouldn't be discussing it in. Because things like that are personal. But it became bigger than personal when it started affecting everyone and everything. Rules, regulation, laws, things that were being broken. And the Hierophant with this official person, Queen of Pentacles, law in her own right. Adjudication. What I want to know is, yeah. Yeah. The law showed up. Somebody ratted him out. Yep. Some little person ratted him out. The page ratted him out. He went to the Queen. The Queen called in her own official people. And now it's going higher. So the investigation, which might have been about an inappropriate relationship, has now gotten to be about something else altogether. Making somebody else rich to make somebody else poor. Taking money out of people's pockets. Everybody believes this person. But that's where that person's going to end up. In poverty. And in poverty, not in the sense necessarily of being broke without money. But no respect. Won't be able to get a job in this town. Won't be able to show their face in public. You should be ashamed of yourself. That kind of poverty. But this bitch thinks, and I say bitch only because it's a female on the card, but it could be male. It doesn't matter. But this bitch here thinks she fooled everybody, and she's walking around like nobody knows. They know. They know now, and she doesn't realize that they know. So she's shooting her fucking mouth off. Just spewing the false bullshit all over the place. But the lawman, the Hierophant, the expectation is she doesn't understand what she's done and how bad it's going to be for her. Or him. Like I said, it's an energy. It's going to bring about some new rules, new regulations. Going to bring about much more honesty in the world within this situation, whatever it is. More checks and balances. And people have been killing themselves all their life to make next to nothing and have nothing to show for it. All of a sudden, we're going to be the breadwinners. Because they've been being honest all this time, just doing their job the best they can do. And some people get very sick from these jobs. Some people died in these jobs. I don't know what the occupation is we're talking about, so could be a major thing going on that I'm not thinking about right now or connecting to, because I'm just trying to connect to the fact the story's out and a little person told a bigger person, and the bigger person had to find out who else to tell because we didn't know who was involved. But it took people from their life. Literally. going to be a lawsuit of sorts. That's what's coming in the mail. Right? Something the Empress is bringing in for the people in their family rooms that are having this discussion about this big story. It's going to bring sudden wealth to those who were hurt the most. The sad part is, if there was, and if there are lives lost to this situation, you can't bring them back from the dead. What kind of lawsuit is that? Fuck around and find out. I keep telling people, go to work, do your job, come home. Stop fucking around at work. Do your job and go home to your family, your life, your situation. Leave work at work and everybody else's drama there too. When you go to work, you leave the drama at the door. You go in, you do your job, you leave the drama at the door, and you go home. You don't bring that shit with you no matter where you go. Because that's what kills people. That's what puts people in an early grave. That's what makes people sick. That's why people, no matter how many years of college you got, education, or how good you are at your job, it takes one person to make you look like a piece of shit. And that person who's sitting here up on the rankings now, making all this money, doesn't realize the law knows what you did. And now they're just working on getting all the facts. And soon your message is coming in, big guy, big girl, whoever you are. False person. Anything else you need to tell me with this story? Should we be concerned about as a whole? I guess not. Let's go with the bottom of the deck. The Fool. Somebody took a leap and didn't get the facts. It's not in reverse. So it was an innocent jump. Didn't know. They weren't informed. Let's see what the talisman has to add to this. Before we call it an end into the story. Well, this time, leave me some comments. Like, share, and subscribe. Let me know if there's any big gossip going on. Let me know. I don't know, because I'm home. I want facts, though. Not hearsay. I feel like some of it could be bigger than us. I'm sending hugs, love, and healing out to those may be affected. And to those who are getting what they finally deserve, God bless you. God bless you for fighting back. And thank you for telling the truth, Paige. Okay. Alright, talisman. We got a couple. Destiny. Was destined to be found out. Yes, it was. Reminiscence. So may have been something similar to that going on before. The right guidance has come along. And somebody with the right ambition. Like President Trump. Calling them all out. That's an example. This isn't political. But it's definitely bigger than me. Okay. In the end, we all get to dance, so. Because something's getting cleaned up. Taken care of. And a new journey will begin. I guess we all just need to have a little more patience with this story, huh? There's more to come, I'm sure of that. But for now, I'm going to send hugs and healing, love and light to all of you on the other side. Please like, share, subscribe. And I will be back with another Kipper Spicy moment. Just be patient.